Welcome to Tarot Time with Misty Tarot, answers for your everyday questions. Coming to you live from the air capital of the world. Call in now, 917-388-4316, to get your question answered on air by Misty. Too shy? You can ask your questions in the chat room or email your questions to emailtarot@yahoo.com before the show. And here she is now, the diva of divination, Misty Tarot. Good Friday morning, everybody. It's me, Misty Tarot. I'm back. I'm ready to go. I got my coffee. I'm hyper. It's going to be a fabulous day, so give me a call, 917-388-4316. I'll get your questions answered for you live on air. I've got some emails today. Of course, if you're in the chat room, you can always ask me a question right there in chat. It's a separate window, but I keep checking it. I keep looking over at it, so absolutely, if you have a question, get it in right there, and I'll get it answered for you. Guys, it's so good to be back on a Friday morning. I haven't been on the air, as many of you know, for 3 months. I took a bit of a break. Misty needed a break, so I took one. But it's so good to be back, and I am recording these. These will be the first video recordings of Tarot Time in a long time, since I've moved to the East Coast. So look for that this weekend on youtube.com/MistyTarot. I've already started producing the last night's show, and it's weird. It's weird looking at me again. And, of course, it's always fun to go back and see all the different hairdos, because, man, I've had some, over the last 2 years, I've had some hair issues and some do's, mostly issues. And if you look at my hair, you'll know why. All right, guys, I want to really quickly, last night I was talking about animals. And they've just really been an impact over the last few months. And then I had an animal come up to me literally 1 hour before the show last night as a little, oh, by the way, you're talking about animals, remember that. So then I had someone contact me during the show talking about a frog. And it's funny because I have a lot of contacts with frogs too. In fact, I know people that their nickname is Frog. So this person was being plagued literally by a frog every time they got into the shower, which is hilarious. So I was looking at it today. And guys, anytime an animal walks into your life, please go to Google and type in the animal and put spiritual meaning, symbolism, animal totem of, and whatever animal, and look it up, because we have a lot of information that is available to us for free. So please look that up, and I was doing that this morning with frog. Now, there's an acronym for frog, which you'll see a lot of people in the church use, and it's fully rely on God, which I love that one. We should be doing that anyways, and if we need a little froggy pin to remind us of that, that's great. Also, what it means is opportunities in transition. And a lot of times it is a spiritual totem for teenagers, because, of course, they're going through transitions and trying to hop away from their mamas as we're trying to hit them. I have a 13-year-old, I know. So I wanted to tell Damien that the frog can mean that you're going through transitions, and that, change isn't always this fearful thing. It's a good thing. Opportunities are coming your way. I told you to hop on it. Hop on it. So, again, guys, if an animal walks into your life, please, and get your attention, look it up, see what's going on with that, because there's always something in there. There's always a deeper meaning to everything. So do yourselves a favor and look it up. All right, guys, let's get into it. Of course, it's 29 past the hour. I have a go, no-go weekend forecast ready for you guys. It's going to be a pretty good weekend for everybody involved. It really is. So I hope you will stick around to find out if your weekend is a no or a go. All right. I have emails. Let me click over to my emails here. And guys, if I don't get to you today, email tarot, all one word, email tarot@yahoo.com. I'll get your questions answered for you live next week. And so I want you guys to know that. I'm always here. And also my hours have changed when it comes to, not the show, but when I do readings. So now I'm doing readings Monday through Friday after 3 p.m. So you can go to my website, mistitarot.com, to check that out. And, of course, Halloween's almost here, and that's a popular time for me, and I am open for parties as usual. So go to my website and shoot me an email, and we'll see what's going on with that. All right. So I have one here from Mari, and it says, would it be okay to ask the cards if they see me getting engaged this month? Let's see. That's an exciting, happy thought for a Friday and start the show off with. Is she getting engaged this month? Well, you're definitely hopeful. Stars are aligned for it. And it's definitely out there in the universe. You know it's coming. Yes. Why? Sometimes I just sit there and go, why do people even ask me? You know what the answer is. That's just because you need confirmation, and I'm glad that you've sought me out for that. Yes, I really think by the end of the month, let's see, so today is Friday the 16th, we're going to go with, I'm really feeling possibly next weekend, but definitely I want to go to definitely September 30th, October 1st is really favorable, or any time that week. So, yeah, and how do I know that? Because I got the wedding surprises excitement card. So, definitely, I think there's a really good chance that that's going to happen this month. Woohoo, good for you. Okay, next question. This question is from GC. And it says, what are the energies around meeting my twin flame and life partner? I like that. And remember, guys, we already, when they say, which I don't like the term soulmate. Okay. A lot of times your soulmate is on the other side. Okay? And they're on the other side. They didn't come back down because they're not stupid like we are. So, when you say soulmate, not so much. Twin flame, life partner, I like that. The person you said you were going to be with when you came down here, where's that person? I like that even better. So let's see. What's going on with that? Okay, you need to open yourself up more. You need to express yourself more. You need to talk more about what you do want, not what you don't want. And just take action with things. You right now, you're kind of holding yourself back. If you have a creative spark, if you have inspiration handed to you on any time, day, whatever, you need to take hold of it. Okay, so right now, in order to get to this person, you've got to learn to take action. You've got to learn to say yes. You've got to learn that when you get inspiration, when a thought comes into your head, when something different is going on, you got to go. Be the frog. We're just going to call today's show Frog. Okay? Hop to it. So that's part of it, is you learning to be more free. You know this person is out there, and they come from a very strong background as well. They're looking for you as well. And I do feel like the beginning of the year is more of when you'll meet this person. And it's going to come about in a meeting sort of way. There will be other people around. This isn't like a bar or a party. This is more of it has an official feel to it. So whether it has to do with school, work, charity, something like that. There's more of an officialness to it, an office type setting, instead of like a party or a thing like that. So I also, again, this goes back to you being more open to receive. You're almost there. You've done a lot of work. You're almost there. So know that. And this person's really creative, really a real creative type. So let's look at the date. You're going to meet them. Now, whether or not you're going to take advantage of that meeting or say, yes, this is the person I'm supposed to be with, whatever your circumstance, that doesn't matter. It's the fact that you are going to meet this person. The rest is going to be up to you. That's one of those wonderful free will moments that I'm always talking about. You know, guys, we when we come down here, we say, I want to do this, this, and this, and then we sit there and we negotiate and we say, okay, I want you to come with me and I want to meet you at this time, and we go through all of this process. But in between that time, you've got to remember something. We still have free will. So we can still say, screw it up. And we'll be given other opportunities to get back on our path. But how we do it is completely up to us. So just remember that. And you'll get to feel it. You'll feel when there's a free will moment coming on because things just feel weird. And you're like, oh, I don't know. How did I get here? And then you can get yourself back on track. So we're in September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So there's going to be a bit of a shake-up in life right around January. And I feel like you're going to be moving, doing some things that you never thought you'd see yourself doing. And then March is when this person walks in. And they walk in kind of forceful, very truthful, a real honesty about them. And actually your shakeup is going to start in December. You're going to see signs of it in November. Things are just getting ready to happen for you, and they should happen. So don't freak out. Don't fear them. This is your path. How you're going to get through it is going to be completely up to you, but you're exactly where you should be and where you should be at right now in your life. The next 6 months is going to be a real roller coaster ride for you, but guess what? Roller coasters are exciting. They're scary, but when you get off of them, you're like, oh, thank God I'm off of it, and you look at the world differently, so it's all good. Don't call me or write me going, I don't know what to do. Don't start anticipating it. It's going to be fine, I promise. All right, guys, let's get into the phone lines. And it looks like I have a Skype call. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Good. How are you, Misty? Welcome back.
Thank you so much. It feels good to be back. What can I do for you today?
I would love to know, if it's possible, if you can tell me what's coming up for the next couple of months.
Okay. Okay, so you're coming out of a roller coaster. Okay, so you're getting ready to hit that last hill, and You're going to start to even out, all right?
Good.
So that's the good news, all right? So there's some just little wrap-up things that need to happen, okay? You still need to keep your arms inside the ride at all times and wait to get out of the cart until it comes to a complete stop. So you still have some news, some things that need to happen this month.
Okay.
Just instead of dealing with it with like anxiety or paranoia, which is really easy to do, I just want you to take that energy and just kind of watch your back. Instead of being upset or scared about things, take it more into channel that fear into a protective mode for yourself. And just say, you know what, I'm watching you. I know what you're doing. Knock it off. I'm not stupid. So just protect yourself more than be panicked, okay?
Okay. Now, what do you mean by that?
I don't mean like you're not going to get robbed. I don't mean anything like that. I just mean not to give up on yourself, one.
Okay.
Two, you know, sometimes other people just go a little haywire, and they're going to take it out on you.
Yes.
And I think you feel that, and it kind of makes you scared because then you don't know where it's coming from.
Yes.
And it's one of those you wake up, you know something's getting ready to happen, you just don't know what.
Yes.
So just go into protective mode and say, you know, God, cover me with the blood today. Just cover me with your guidance, with your love, with the light. So
is this in regards to work?
I think it does, because it doesn't have a personal flair with it, and it has there's some creative dealings going on behind the scenes. So
okay,
just protect yourself. That's all. Just say, it's almost over. Next month, though, is a little bit more personal.
Okay.
Okay, so this is more, next month is personal life, and it's going to deal with the heart.
Okay.
And learning to forgive.
Okay.
Okay, you don't have to forget, but just learn to forgive, and learn to not let people put you in a position where you're the victim,
right.
and where they can, take advantage of you.
Okay.
We don't want that. So, and that's when the ride starts to come to a stop.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see, that's September, October, November. There is a man that is just going to go into full jerk mode, and it's about money, and it's about power, and it's about greed.
Wow.
And they're really, November, going to hit it hard.
Okay.
And it's that holiday pressure thing, and you're going to have to be around this person. But yeah, exactly. So, and they're younger.
Okay.
So just watch out for that. Other than that, you're going to end on the high note. December is when you're off the ride. You survived yet another year, and next year will be better for you. You'll be in complete control of your environment and where you want to go in life, and you'll have a real sense of a divine guidance with you.
Okay. Okay. It's interesting what you said about watching my back. Where I'm working, there's a lot of upheaval that's going around, that's happening within the company. And I have a boss that's actually just, I don't know. I don't know. So you're right, it makes me a little uneasy because I don't know, I'm definitely, watching what's going on, what's happening around me, making sure, my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted, and just really I'm more on edge than I feel that I've ever been.
Sure. And you are. But again, let's channel that now, because this has been going on. So now let's channel this into just protective. You have done all you can do, and I don't think you're in danger of losing your job. You're just picking up on everything else. By no means don't slack off, but
right.
Just go into protective mode, and now you can say, no, I didn't do that, or do not put that on me. You're going to be more protective because you're almost out of it. That is almost gone.
Right. Because that's what I've been in. It's like if anyone gives me any type of work, I want it documented.
Good for you.
I want directions as to how you want it done. I will not do anything that I am not told to do.
Yep.
And that the higher-ups do not know about it.
Absolutely. So, and I would also, if journal at work, you know what I mean, and say, I did this today at this time, and this is told me to do it. Yeah. Exactly,
because I'm just not feeling comfortable with my boss.
Absolutely, and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't, and that's going to end very soon. So just hang in there. You're almost there. You've done everything you can do, and you're not in danger of losing your job.
Okay. I just feel that I just need to let the higher-ups know because I don't think that she's being very honest with them.
Sure.
And, I just, again, I'm just trying to document everything, the time in which I write something in a book, or when I call someone on the phone, I let them know it's 10:35 on Tuesday. I'm leaving you this message. Do
you know what you're doing? You're preparing yourself for a better position.
Yes.
Okay. Because that's coming.
Yeah.
That's definitely coming.
Okay.
So you're going to not only, is your job okay, but you'll see so much cleansing in this company and other things go on that you will actually, because of what you have done, and being so thorough,
yes,
it's going to take you to the next step. So,
okay,
you're good.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, and welcome back.
Thank you. I'm so glad you called. You have a wonderful weekend.
You too, honey. Thank you.
All right.
Blessings. All right.
Bye-bye. Bye. Just watch your back, people. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be scared. We all get scared. But just watch yourselves. And if you know you're doing right, do like she's doing if you're having problems at work. Write everything down. When I worked outside, in the outside world, and had an office and the whole bit and had to take directions, I did it. Didn't matter where I was working. I journaled everything just so I could go back and say, no, on this day I did this because you told me to do that. It's just, it helps get rid of that anxiety and fear as well. So it's good form. It's good practice. And then go home and do it in your personal life. And guess what? It'll get you closer to yourself, which means it'll get you closer to God. And that's what we need to do. All right, guys, I'm going to take another call. We're going to go, looks like, into the Bay Area, my old stomping grounds. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. My name is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi there. Can you tell me what you see for employment for me?
Okay. Okay, so outcome next 2 weeks, you'll have, next 2 weeks, it's going to be better. By the end of the month, you're going to feel like you're more in control then than you will be now. What my thing is have you switched? Because your heart is saying you need to get out of what you've been doing.
Yes, and I want to.
You need to. The other was just too stifling, and it was almost like judgmental, and it's just not who you were meant to be. So you did a good thing by thinking to walk away. Your heart is saying walk away. You just got to get your mind in the mode of that. And actually, again, I just keep coming up with, there's something coming up in more of a family kind of structure. Whether it feels like family or it has to do with a family-type business and not your family per se, but somebody else's, that opportunity is going to be coming up in, by the end of the month, first part of October.
Okay. Can you tell me how I might find that position? Will it be on the Internet? Will it be through somebody?
This is through someone that you actually don't like. It's like if you don't know them yet, when you meet them, you're not going to like them, although I feel like they're around you. It's a male figure who's just really forceful and strong and just seems to talk more than he listens. And it's like he's just going to be talking, and you're going to hear him mention something, and you're going to go, oh, I should try that place. And it's going to be this place is run by an older male. He's very much like a grandfather, a father-type figure.
Okay.
And I'm getting a real sense of family. So I don't know are you wanting to be in a family sense as far as?
No. I've been in the business world for 30 years. I had senior position, very senior position. So I'm just looking to take all my skills and move them elsewhere where I'm going to be appreciated and valued.
And that would be so what I think what this is when I keep coming up with family. Family to me is close-knit, caring, and smaller. So you're going to be able to use those skills where they would need you and would be appreciated. So it's not going to be a cold corporate thing. It's going to be more of a family-type feeling. And they need to go, they want to grow, and they just don't know how to get there. So that's where you're going to come in. And again, first part of October, and this is going to be one of those chance things. You're going to hear it and say, oh, I'll just pop in over there, and then everything is going to flow with that.
Okay. Wow. That sounds pretty good.
And this is stable. More than that, this is stable. You can look at this job and go, you know what? I would be happy being here until I retire, or for the next 20 years or however long you want to work for. Because it's just stable, and they're going to let you do what you do best.
Okay. And financially, do you see that being comparable to what I was earning in the past or less?
It's going to be comparable, and more than that, you're not going to care. And the reason is because you're going to be so happy.
Oh, really? That is more important.
Yeah, and so it's going to make up for it. You're going to make up for it, plus you're going to help them soar in ways they didn't think they were going to get to, and you're going to get blessed for that.
Oh, wonderful. I hope this is close to home and not a long commute.
Yeah, no, it's not. See, and that's what gets me, is it is close to home. There are still, because I keep wanting to go to family. It's a mom and pop kind of an operation. Okay, so I want you to, if you want, just pay more attention to the community. It's in your vicinity. It's in your area. It's in your stomping ground.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Please let me know what happens.
I will. We'll stay in touch, and welcome back.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Pay attention, guys. That's all you got to do. A lot of times what we want is really right under our nose. It really, really is. Okay, let me get my screens up and going here. Hello, everybody in chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I have another email here. And I read for this gentleman last night, and he's having just difficulties at work. Nothing he's done. It's just things that were promised to him he did not get. And I just need to clarify some things for him. Basically, and it's like everything else. I can tell you what's going on, but you still want to know why and who. So it doesn't matter how much I tell you you're going to be okay and that things are changing for the better. You still want to know why and who. So, David, here's the why and the who. Let's see. In the risk of sounding like Doctor Who, or Doctor Who, how about Dr. Seuss? See, I got Doctor Who in the brain. Because, I'm a nerd. So I'm thinking about the TARDIS and changing directions, and my brain's going 90 to nothing right now. And as usual, I'm annoying myself. Okay, so again, and the cards go back to this. There is no judgment. This is no judgment because of something you did. This is just, how can you handle it? Can he balance this? See, and it's not really a test, but it kind of is. So they're just sitting there going, is he going to break away, or is he going to come up with a solution, which is what I think you're known for. I think you're known for being able to make things work and make them work better than they were working to begin with. So I want you to think about that before you say anything. Which I don't think you really have already. Maybe you have. But this is going to be about balance and juggling, and let's see what you can do with it. As far as who, just the people above you. That's all. And it wasn't, again, this is no judgment. This was literally they thought they had a good idea moment. It was a light bulb, a very dim one that went off in their brain, and they go, oh, I wonder if David would do this instead. So it was just a stupid moment, but now it's become, they've become more, yeah, that's what I meant to do, because they've had 24 hours to think about it. So, now it is becoming a test, and they just want to see where you're going to go with it. Anything you have to say, and this goes for everybody, attitude and the approach is everything. Watch how you say it. Get their attention, but, do so in a way that they can understand where you're coming from. Be creative in the approach. Be calm. This is something that, again, it was based on a whim. Also, the person that they're trying to switch you out for, it's not that they just want to be closer to home. Things are going on in the personal life, and it's kind of heavy stuff. So you also need to sit back and go, well, at least, thank God I don't have that going on in my life. This isn't just I want to not commute anymore. This is they need to be closer to home. And they just said, well, let's see what David can do with it. It's kind of like Mikey, Hey, Mikey likes it. Let's give it to Mikey. So really watch your approach. And again, no, this is nothing you've done. This is not a judgment. I understand where you're coming from, but I really want you to look at this differently. And let's just take the weekend to think about it, shall we? Let's let everybody calm down over the weekend and then maybe address it on Monday. Because things are happening, and again, it wasn't a good idea, and they've kind of had time to marinate in it, and it's just, they see that it's not right, that it's not going to work like it should work. So don't worry about it so much. Hang back a little bit. Take the weekend. Go out. Have a good, have a good time this weekend. Let it go. So that's what you need to do, David. That's all. It's that simple. It really is.